Today, Germany tops the list in investing for a bio-friendly environment and energy sources. It produces up to 12.74% renewable energy, followed further by the UK and Sweden, with 11.95% and 10.96% of the energy produced respectively. Numerous developing countries have launched different projects in the past to address the alarming situation of Earth depletion. China, India, and Brazil are the best examples for their huge global investments in renewable energy sources to fully switch from electrical to renewable energy in the expected time. Germany has been working to reduce its coal use since 2019. The country's been using more renewable sources of energy to produce electricity than coal and nuclear power combined for the first time. To date, the UK has invested up to $42 billion in its renewable, nuclear, and CSS energy, yet holds the position of being the #1 global leader in producing offshore wind, with around 20 fully operational farms with the capacity to produce 4 gigawatts energy. Recently, Denmark has entered the competition and taken things to the next level. It is planning to construct the first ever largest man-made island in the right middle of the North Sea to launch the production of green energy at a very large scale. Denmark's renewable green island will predictably be an extremely productive investment in the long run, as it has the potential to benefit humanity for many future generations. Don't forget to show your love by clicking the subscribe button. This 120,000 to 46,000 square meter lengthy island is predicted to be located at 80 kilometers off the coast of the main Danish island, Jutland Peninsula. It will be the world's first energy island, equating to the size of 20 soccer pitches. The floating island will be tethered to 200 offshore wind turbines located at the spots with the great wind power. The island will have the potential to produce immense renewable green energy that can fuel up to 3 million households, while the total number of households in Denmark is around 2.73 million. As per the Danish Minister for Climate, this is just phase 1 of the whole project and estimated to generate enough energy to fuel more than 9 million households in the future. With the initial output of almost 3 gigawatts of energy, Denmark also looks forward to ending the energy crisis in Europe by using its 10 gigawatts to power 10 million homes over time. The Danish government has always been a leader when it comes to taking effective measures for a bio-friendly environment. The Denmark government declared in 2021 that it would transition from becoming Europe's largest oil producer to fully phase out fossil fuels by 2050. Denmark is already home to the world's largest wind turbine producer for almost 30 years. It holds a remarkable record for producing 40% of the energy solely by wind. But this green energy island is expected to fulfill the electricity needs on a large scale, like aviation, transport, shipping, and further be transported to neighboring countries. With placing nearly 200 wind turbines on the targeted sea location that gets maximum wind supply, an enormous amount of wind energy is predicted to be produced in the future. Once the wind energy is produced, it will then be largely used to fuel a large green hydrogen plant by splitting the water molecules through the electrolysis of water. This process will take place by passing a current through the electrolyte between the 2 electrodes of cathode and anode. As a result, the oxygen molecules will move towards a positively charged anode, while the hydrogen particles will set at the negatively charged cathode, leaving behind the net hydrogen and oxygen gas at 2 ends of the system. The total outcome is harmless without the involvement of any greenhouse gas, contamination action, or pollutant substances that ensures safe, reliable, and eco-friendly green energy to be produced. However, there will be some loss of energy in the form of inefficiencies of the reaction, but that is incomparable to the net energy produced by subjecting the water to electrolysis. This working mechanism of Green Energy Island is depicted to prove as a comparatively safe, clean, and efficient process throughout the whole energy production. This multifunctional hydrogen gas not only limits its usage to millions of households, but can also be utilized as ammonia fuel to run ships that work on hydrostatic pressure, and green fuel for aircraft to reduce its emissions of carbon dioxide. The negligible downsides of the project include becoming obsolete or ineffective when not maintained over time. These wind turbines, when submerged in deep water, can also provide refuge for marine life inside the water. However, birds have long been prone to cruel death due to the rotation of turbine wings and their unexpected collisions. In regards to the economic perspective, the following gas plays a major role in activating industrial plants to enhance product manufacturing with 10% increased efficiency. Denmark's government is known for its prolific decisions and producing worthy assets that prove pretty efficient in the long run. Following its neighboring friend Sweden, that has been making money through the trading waste for fuel generation, Denmark also plans to make maximum use of the fuel that is to be produced by Green Island. The government intends to expand its collaboration with other countries and pump the fuel in form of liquid through huge undersea pipes. This can be proved to be a great initiative to benefit countries that have less or no energy generating sources and make green energy accessible globally. On the very first announcement of the project by Climate Minister Jorgensen, the news caught a lot of hype in a few days and was represented in several magazines and news channels, like BBC. He was the first person to quote the total cost of the project, which is estimated to be 210 billion Danish krone, $33.97 billion. But Jorgensen states that this project is going to be launched instantly once the capital investment is funded. With giving a rough overview of the island's geography, he describes it to be protected with 3 sidewalls, while the 4th side will serve as the docking spaces for storage and maintenance of ships. The following infrastructure of the Green Island will also serve as the basic outline design for the next construction plan of Denmark, which is probably the 2nd largest energy island, with an expected location in the Baltic Sea. These crucial initiatives towards a green environment by Denmark will gradually bring an enormous green transition globally. As far as the reports tell, the island is said to be 51% owned by the Danish government, while the other half, that is 49%, will be offered for selling to private enterprises. By keeping the majority stake in their hands, the Danish government ensures no future conflicts. However, all of these are pretty long-term plans that will be taken into implementation after observing the success of the primary aims of the island. Denmark's government has been dreaming for this project to be executed for a very long time. Earlier in December 2020, the Nordic countries stopped the search and extraction of major fossil fuels, like oil and gas, that are a major source of making a living for Denmark. If we don't make a living on oil, if we want to be green, we need to develop. Further explained by the environmental minister of Denmark. Yet, the island's construction is far, far away and will start after the completion of comprehensive technical planning, investor hunting, evaluations of the environmental aspects, and many other factors for the smooth project running. Denmark has always been one step ahead, from leading ecological land projects like huge offshore wind farms to today's incredible green energy island in water. Among the several significant motives of this project, Denmark is sincerely concerned about its annual carbon dioxide production. Therefore, the energy produced through Green Island will greatly reduce its carbon and greenhouse gas emissions by 70% compared to 1990 levels by 2030, with the aim to become a carbon-neutral country. Many government officials still doubt the plan of Green Island, wondering whether the billions of dollars spent on this project will be worth it. The same concern also accompanies the public-private partnership that may or may not result favorable for Denmark's progress. It will undeniably be the largest construction project towards a safe, eco-friendly environment in the Danish history, says Danish Minister Jorgensen. He further adds that the project will open rooms for many more correlations with European and other overseas countries. This clearly suggests that this major green revolution will impact the lives of countless people living inside and outside Denmark. The European Union declared the transformation of its complete electrical system to only be dependent on renewable energy sources. They have also shown great interest in the public-private partnership offer to own a part of the island. Their unveiled plans about the project are soon to be discussed by the Danish government and reported publicly. The island is predicted to have the construction started by 2026 and completely run by 2033, in the same year when it aims to be carbon-free. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a big thumbs up and make sure to share it with your tech-savvy friends.